Good morning friends, welcome to our chemistry class. In our previous class, we have discussed the topic heptacity. In this class, we are going to discuss about calculation of total metal-metal bonds. See, in order to understand this, minimum basics are required. For that only, I have discussed the basics in my previous class. Okay, let us start today's class. See, the number of bonds by which a metal attached to other metal. So one metal is attached to the other metal with the help of how many bonds, like that. So in this we are going to find the number of bonds that connects the metal and other metal. Okay, see, in order to calculate the total metal bonds, we need to know this. Okay, first we have to find valency shell electrons. In our previous class, I told you the way to find the valence shell electrons. Next, here also this is very important. Okay, next, see, this is actually the most important formula to calculate total metal bond. Okay, see, metal bonds means here 18n minus VSE means valency shell electrons by 2. Okay, here we have used 18 because already I said transition metals or the transition elements should follow electron means 18 electron rule for their stability. So here 18n minus valency shell electrons by 2. Okay, here n means number of metal friends. Okay, metals. N means number of metals present in the given cluster. Okay, yeah, let us solve some examples, friends. See, Fe3CO taken 12 times. Okay, see, first we have to calculate valency shell electrons. Okay, see, here they have given iron. We know that the valency electrons present in the iron are 8. Here they have given 3. So 8 into 3 plus, we know that one carbonyl electron donating tendency is 2 electrons. So here they have given 12. So 12 into 2, 24. So here we got valency shell electrons as 48. Yeah. Now we are going to find number of metal bonds present in this cluster. See, this is our formula. 18n minus valency shell electrons by 2. 18 into n means what I told, n means number of metals. See, here they have given 3 metals, 3 iron. See, so that 18 into 3 minus valency shell electrons. Here we have already calculated now. So 48 by 2. Okay, 18 3 is 54. 54 minus 48 by 2. So finally here we will get 3. That means here it indicates that in this cluster 3 metal bonds are present. Okay, let us see the structure of this. See, this is actually the structure of Fe3CO12. See, if we observe the metal bond, see here metal to metal 1, metal to metal 2, here 3. That means 3 metal to metal bonds are present in this cluster, and we have calculated this by using this formula. Okay, let us take one more example. See, this is the cluster. Now we are going to calculate. See, first we have to find valency shell electrons. Okay, cobalt valency electrons present in cobalt are 9. Here they have given 4. That means 9 into 4 plus. Already I said one carbonyl means 2 electrons. So 12 carbonyls means 12 into 2. Okay. So that 36 plus 24. Here we got 60 valency shell electrons. Next, metal bonds. See, 18n minus valency shell electrons by 2. See, 18 into n means number of metals in the cluster. So here they have given 4. That means in place of n we have to substitute 4. So 18 into 4 minus valency shell electrons, already we have calculated, right? So 60 by 2. Here we will get 6. So it indicates that within this cluster 6 metal to metal bonds are present. Yeah, let us see the structure. See, this is actually the structure of this cluster. Now we have to observe the metal bonds. See, here from this cobalt to this 1, here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means from metal to metal bonds in this structure metal to metal bonds are 6. So that here we got 6. That's it. Next, let us see one more example, friends. Yeah. CO2, CO taken atoms. This is cobalt, friends. This is carbonyl. Okay. We should not get confused between these two. If you observe this, in this the oxygen means just here a small circle. Whereas in case of carbonyl, this is the oxygen means it is somewhat circle like. Okay. Don't get confused between these two. This is cobalt and this is carbonyl. Okay. Next. In this also, in the same manner, we have to find the valency shell electrons. We know that the valency electrons present in the cobalt are 9. So 9 into 2 plus here 8 carbonyls. So 8 into 2. Okay. Here we will get 34 valency shell electrons. Next, metal bonds. We know that 18n minus valency shell electrons by 2. 18 into n. N means number of metals. Here they have given 2. So 18 into 2 minus valency shell electrons, 34 by 2. So here we will get 1. That means if we observe the structure of this cluster, then we will observe only one metal to metal bond is present. Of course, this is the structure of this cluster, and if you observe this, only one bond is present between these two metals. I think you understood, friends. Next. See, this is square planar complex, friends. In my previous video, I already said that. Okay, mostly we think that if a particular complex follows 18 electron rule, then that is said to be stable like that. But already I said that square planar complexes are said to be stable if they follow 16 electron rule, friends. This is important. Okay, yeah. Now we have to find number of metal bonds present in square planar complexes. Okay, while we know that this square planar complexes are said to be stable if they follow 16 electron rule. So that here our formula to find the number of metal bonds in square planar complex is 16 and minus valency shell electrons by 2. Just here in place of 18 we kept 16 because these are square planar complexes. That's it. Next, let us look at some examples, friends. Yeah. Okay, this is the cluster what they have given. See, this is heptacity. I think you have idea about this because I have already discussed this in my previous video, friends. Okay, yeah, let us start. See, one more thing, friends. Actually, this is the thing which we have to remember. Mu means bridged. Mu indicates bridged. Okay, if in the given cluster, if we find a bridged halogen, means we should know that electron contribution by the bridged halogen is 3 electrons, friends. Okay, this we have to remember. Okay, let's come to this. This is, yeah, first we have to find valency shell electrons. See, eta 2. Eta means heptacity. Heptacity is 2, friends. Here they have given 2. So 2 into 2 plus we know that valency electrons present in the rhodium are 9. So 9. Yeah, I already said bridged chlorine means its electron donating tendency is 3. So plus 3. And here they kept 2. So that's why we have to multiply all this with 2. So finally here we got 32 valency shell electrons. Okay. Next we have to find metal bonds. See, this is our formula, right, for square planar complexes. Yeah. 16 n minus valency shell electrons by 2. Okay, 16. Here also, friends, n means number of metals present in the cluster. Okay, so n means number of metals, means in this how many metals are present? See, actually here one metal is present, but here they have indicated 2. That means in this cluster 2 metals are present. Okay, 16 into 2 minus valency shell electrons 32. So 32 by 2. So 0 by 2. 0 by anything is 0, no, friends. So this 0 indicates that in the given cluster or in the given complex metal to metal bonds are absent. Okay, next, see, friends, this is actually the question which was asked in one of the most important exam, friends. Okay, let us look at this. See, calculate metal bonds in this complex, friends. Yeah, before going to solve this, we should know one thing. Yeah, already I said this, means already I said no this. Bridged halide means the electron donating tendency of bridged halide is 3 electrons, friends. Okay, next, this is a COD, means cyclooctadienyl. Okay, COD means cyclooctadienyl, and this is 4 electron donor, friends. This we have to remember. Okay, cyclooctadienal. This is 4 electron donor. Okay, now let us try to solve this, friends. So yeah, first we have to find valency shell electrons. We know that the valency electrons present in the rhodium are 9. Okay, plus already I said COD means it is a 4 electron donor. So 4 plus chlorine. Yeah, I said that bridged halide electron contribution is 3 electrons, so plus 3, and here they have given 2, that's why we have to multiply this with 2, so here we will get 32. Next we have to find metal metal bonds. So 16 n minus valency shell electrons by 2. 16 into n means number of metals. See here how many number of metals are present. Look, see here they have given rhodium, but here they have mentioned 2. That means in this complex 2 metals are present, right? So 16 into 2 minus valency shell electrons, already we have counted now, 32. So 16 into 2 minus 32 by 2. So 16 into 2, 32. 32 minus 32, 0. 0 by anything, 0, no? So this indicates that in this complex metal metal bonds are absent. Okay, I hope you understood, friends. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment box. Thank you.